I'm Jade Hastings, and I'm presenting to you Where I Have Been. Vermont, China, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Texas, and New Hampshire. We'll start the journey in Jamaica, Vermont. This is the town where I grew up in. I grew up standing on the back of my horse with no fear. My father still lives up here. He enjoys every minute of it. This is my jungle gym, Hamilton Falls. Grew up playing on that rock. In 2004, I was accepted to an Asian Studies program, and I got to go all the way to Beijing. The first stop was one of the best places I had been in my entire life, the Great Wall of China. If you want to hike, that's one of the best you can ever go on. Next, we went to the birthplace of Confucius in Chufu. Here is where I met some interesting people, an acrobatic girl, and I made a new friend on a rare circumstance. Next, we traveled to Xi'an, where the terracotta warriors were built by the first emperor of China. This is a few shots of the local townspeople. And the street and homes in which they lived in. The last stop we made was to a tiny little airport in Hohhot, which was the scariest thing ever. But one thing we got to see was what Hohhot was known for. Its horses. Sturdy, rugged, and we got to go riding on them. All the way back to the US I traveled, the next city I visited was Salem, Massachusetts on Halloween. My best friend and I definitely made sure to dress up for the occasion. After this event, both me and my little Mew Mew moved to Brattleboro, Vermont. That would be my little Mew Mew. Like mother, like daughter, she always copies me. That town will never forget us. It was my roommate that set the gas station on fire. This was the aftermath. Remember when gas was that cheap? Back to Massachusetts I went to go to an anime convention, Anime Boston. This is me and my crew. And some people we got a picture of that were cosplaying. Absolutely love their costumes. After that endeavor, I decided I want to cosplay myself. So we went to Otakon Convention in Maryland, another anime convention. This was the first cosplay I ever got to do. That was the mess we made. The start of me getting ready. And one step at a time. Now this is where we had to pose and not move. So we decided to dance. Just some other condoms. Then decided to take a break. After this, I went to Kennebunkport, Maine for my cousin's wedding. The wedding was absolutely beautiful, and the weather held out. The scenery was definitely something to remember. After that, I went all the way this summer to Denton, Texas to go visit my cousin. On our travels there, we decided to research and observe the natural wildlife. It took us a long time to figure out what this thing was. An alligator gar. We also got to find some really gorgeous black butterflies. Then my cousin and I decided to travel up to Dallas, Texas, where, yet again, went to another anime convention. Third one of the year. Some of the cosplay that people dressed up as. This isn't cosplay, but he's completely dressed in Mountain Dew cans and bottle tops. This was the street where JF Kennedy was shot on his last day in office. It was nice to walk down that historical reference. Next, all the way back home to visit my family. Well, friends, but family to me. In Hinsdale, New Hampshire, where some of my favorite little ones happen to live. No pictures of Corbett, I'm sorry, he's only 2 weeks old. But this is Riley sleeping on my back on his first walk, and that's after he can walk. He's now 1 year old. Lastly, to where my home I lived at a few times with my closest friend in Springfield, Vermont. A puppy I saved on Route 91 this year. A game we always love to play, apples to apples. Working on my favorite little one's new room, my best friend's son. And it's hard to believe we've known each other for 17 years now. I hope you enjoyed it. See you again next time.